Ho 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 ho! Merry Christmas to all you little cups of the tea set. And welcome back to the second episode of our Christmas special. In today's episode, we're going to be having a look at r/choosing beggars because you know what? The holidays tend to bring out the more demanding nature of some people. Let's have a little peek. Boxes and socks be, and a couple bags of 35-cent chips is the lamest Christmas gift. I'll burn that poo. What an ungrateful piece of crap. I would legit be really freaking happy with this as a gift. I mean, what, you got 1, 2, 3 pairs of boxes in there and 6 socks? Or 3 pairs of socks and 6 pants. I can't really tell which way round it is, but you know, that's that would keep you going for a long time, and it's Tommy Hilfiger? I don't know, but that's a designer label, right? I'm gonna just freaking quickly Google how much a pair of his pants cost. Bloody hell, it is 26 quid for a pack of 2 pants. Unbloody believable. I get freaking, in the pants that I get 3 pairs for £6. Freaking Billy boxer shorts. And even then, I thought that I had to pay a bit extra because I'm a fat sod anyway. Jesus Christ, how would be that bloody ungrateful? And go, oh, just a couple of bags of 35-cent chips. Dude. You got freaking Doritos, you got Cheetos, you got some Reese's Pieces, you got 2 different, I think those are Sour Patch, and clearly a bottle of drink. This is a really nice little gift basket. It's genuinely lovely. What the hell is wrong with you? I'll burn that crap. God, get over yourself. This is somebody that never deserves any kind of present. People who feel entitled to any kind of presents, just don't get them anything. Somebody here selling a phone for £180. There's no point me reading the description. It's just a nice phone, you know. But oh boy, the comments. Hi, can you hold it to the Christmas sales? Can you also deliver? Thanks. £250 if I deliver it. You are miles away. And then, down to £90 all in the sales, yeah? How is this person gonna be told that if it's an independent seller selling something secondhand that sales aren't a thing? You're not gonna have a Boxing Day sale or a January sale when you're just trying to get rid of crap. I will not pay a penny more. This is my son's first Christmas and I would love to give him his first truck but refuse to pay 4 times the value. $100 is a fair price. If you don't sell it to me now, my son can play with the 30 other Hess trucks I own and will buy yours off you 10 or 3 years when it is worthless for under face value. I am actually a nice person, but I'm very upset about how this is affecting my son's first Christmas. What do you mean how this is affecting your son's first Christmas? You mean how this is affecting your Christmas? Just admit that it's for you. Seriously, there's so much bollocks in this. There's just so much freaking bollocks, right? So I had to Google Hess trucks. I am into toys and toy collection and antique toys as well. That is actually an interest and a hobby of mine. However, I'm not really into trucks and such, so I hadn't heard of this, but this is a well-known, very collectible brand, is Hess. And it seems to be that one truck on its own new is going to go for about $120, and second-hand seems to go for anywhere between $70 and $80 from what I can tell. The guy already has freaking 30 Hess trucks, right? The guy has 30 Hess trucks already. Clearly, this is just supposed to be something that is going to be added to his collection. Just from the looks of the trucks, from what I can tell, they're most likely going to have the 03 sad onions, as Ashlands likes to put it. So this most likely wouldn't even be appropriate for a freaking baby, right? But not only that, what kind of baby is going to be oh yes, I remember my first Christmas. What? Nobody remembers their first Christmas. It is going to make no freaking difference to the kids. They will probably prefer the box. Also, if you ever need to say, I'm actually a nice person, then you're not. People that are nice don't actually, don't rant and then go, by the way, I'm actually a nice person, I'm just upset about this, which is why I'm seeming like a complete arse. Nah, you're just an arse, mate. Also, like, the amount of genital phrenology that would have definitely been going on with this, like, is there any reason why your baby has been assigned male, which is why you're calling him your son? And you want to get him into freaking trucks before he can even toddle? Like, would you be doing this if he had been assigned female? Because if that is the case, then you're just freaking imposing your own hobbies on your kids regardless, then go off, I guess. But, somehow I get the feeling that that wouldn't have been the case. So this conversation started on Facebook after a local mum asked if somebody could buy a toy makeup set for her toddler. Hey, if you feel comfortable giving me your address, I'd love to buy your daughter a little makeup kit from Amazon. Okay. I have a 5-year-old, so I know how important it is. Just let me know. I have a birthday on 17. I can't do anything for me, but just to make her happy is all I want. And then she blurted out her address. And here we have a lovely little makeup set with lots of different options. Well, a toy makeup set, obviously for kids. For what I can see, it looks like it would be around $15, under $15. Would you like something like that? Yes, what else they have? What? Yes, Aoi. Yes, sorry. You will. That was the rudest question I've ever been asked while offering help. A little bit more background on this story because wow, the absolute cheek of this one was woof. So apparently she was actually suspended from various Facebook Marketplace groups after this story kind of came out. And other people came from, well, when I say this story came out, I mean after the OP posted it in the Facebook Marketplace group, loads of other people came out saying how she was begging them for items as well. Also, yeah, damn, for somebody to be willing to spend like around $15 on your kids, like a stranger out of nowhere, and then to just go, yeah, what else do they have? Like, oh my gosh! The pure cheek of these people. I genuinely don't understand how anyone can feel comfortable doing this. Like, I don't even ask for help when I really should ask for help. I don't ask for help when something could take somebody else 15 minutes when I ask them for help and I just like slave over it for a freaking hour because I'm too embarrassed. And then that whole like, oh, it's my birthday but I won't get anything for myself, I just want my child to be happy, which was clearly only said as a guilt trip to try and get something out of them. What a really crappy way to use your child. And again, if like the child is growing up witnessing all of that, then, that's a really poor lesson to teach your kid. Meet choosing beggar. She broke an expensive ceramic straightener I gifted her for Christmas and then demanded me to buy a new one from another brand within a week. Just gonna preface this by letting you all know that the choosing beggar and OP in this situation are sisters, just to give you a little bit more of an understanding of the dynamic. Well, it broke, so I'm not buying you a new one. I gave it to you as a gift, so you should have used it better. I literally saved up money for it. I know, but I need to take care of Rosa, and it can be so expensive, and I really need a hair straightener, please. Just one last favour for me, cutie. Okay. I can get you some cheaper one for Christmas, but that's all you're going to get. Actually, I was going to ask for another brand, and I need it by the week because I'm invited to a really important party. Nope, bye. Low-key frickin' proud of OP for not taking any crap in this situation. Like, what really frustrated me about this one is the fact that OP said, look, I actually saved up to get you something really nice. And then her sister just replies with, I know, like, clearly just, like, trying to bat it off, like, oh, I know, honey, I know that you've done this thing, but please, So just buy your own freaking straighteners, and I hope that OP just, like, really doesn't buy her sister anything expensive in the future, because she doesn't deserve it. Not only is she not gonna, like, actually take care of the item that somebody spent time and effort to be able to afford, but also she's just, like, so ungrateful. Like, oh no, I broke them, you should buy me another one. Like, if I broke something really expensive that somebody got me, I would probably go to every freaking effort I could to hide the fact that I'd broken it, because I would be so ashamed. Oh, just like absolutely no shame at all, and like just throwing their dignity out the window. Baby Blank's first Christmas is almost here. We have been having a few issues with family lately that I think I should address. It mainly boils down to the fact that certain people don't respect how much time and effort we put into making sure we are doing parenting right. Things have changed since a lot of you have been parents. Maybe we are making mistakes too, but then our children can learn from those. No, you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not your children. Oh my god, oh god. But then our children can learn from those, and we can all continue to grow instead of making those same mistakes. Oh, that's such toxic positivity. Oh god, okay, I gotta reel myself back and just keep reading through this freaking train wreck. Number 1, please do not purchase things for our baby without consulting us. Your money would most likely be better off just sitting in your bank account. You can either purchase something that we approve of and you think maybe isn't worth the price tag, or you can purchase something that will probably sit in our garage and never see use. Number 2, affordability is actually not an obstacle. If you were already planning on buying something, we have things on our list as low as about $20. Oh, that low, huh? If you can't afford to shop off our list, then that's okay. Your money is probably better being spent on your... Yeah, it definitely is. 3. Do not talk down to us for our choices of clothing for the baby, toys, parenting techniques, or anything of that nature. Seriously, if you don't respect the way that we are raising our child, you don't need to be around to witness it. We are okay with constructive Are you? But this does not count snarky comments or like saying, studies, after mentioning how studies have shown to support different things that they used to. Please note again, if you can't afford anything on the list, that's okay, but that also means you can't go buying crap off the list because it is often stuff that we don't want and of monetary value higher than something you could just have got on the list. What? If you don't want to go through the trouble of using the list, cash is okay too. A couple of people have opted to this route. Oh god. This is just so many layers of choosing beggary. Like, this is my first time reading through it as well, because I like to give quite an authentic reaction, but this, oh god. And like, I hate these people so much already. We have got zero confirmation that anybody is buying anything for baby off our Christmas list, so it seems as though, just like our baby shower, we will be the only people from either side of our family who's actually getting the stuff she will use for her. If you are part of the baby's family and you feel like this applied to you, it probably did, and we were just probably just too polite to say, oh, too polite. Oh yeah, that's these people's problem, they're just too freaking polite. Feel free to private message me if you think it did. And then, yes, a link to Gift Hero, which is like a freaking online wish list. Let's have a look. Oh, piss, absolutely freaking off. No. Zebra Canopy in Blush Rose for $150. Are you freaking kidding me? Baby Noise Rainmaker for $100? What absolute bollocks is this? Oh my god, etched wooden blocks for $70. Like you can't just get a standard kind of block that any freaking baby would want. No, it has to be these freaking artisan etched wooden blocks. Show and Hut mini grand piano for $65. God, these people are absolutely taking a piss. Seriously. So, and like throwing shades of like, oh, if you can't afford it, that's okay. Like, they're clearly just like being absolute assholes around this. Oh, and the thing is, right, with baby toys and baby clothes, they become secondhand really freaking quick because of the amount that babies like grow. And I know this because I'm somebody that does the car boot sales, like goes around charity shops a lot. There are always a crap ton of baby clothes because people get new baby clothes, new baby toys, new baby stuff when they don't need new baby stuff. There is loads of perfectly good secondhand baby stuff out there, and wow, to be like, oh, we're just going to put it away, we're not going to allow our child to have fun with stuff that isn't this like weird artisan stuff to fit our aesthetic. God, what buttholes, what absolute arses. I genuinely hate these people. Like, I know that that's really unnecessary, but and like the whole, oh, there has been an issue with our family that we need to address. Like, clearly people are like calling them out on their shit and they just can't handle it. What twats. All of this over a baby's first freaking Christmas as well. They are worse than the truck guy. I thought that the truck guy was freaking bad, but these people are just so much worse. My last year's donation to a charitable Christmas collection will be our last ever. Sorry for the obscene length. Every year around this time, the church that my late mother attended, I'm not particularly religious, nor is my wife, chooses a few local families that are in need to sponsor and request donations for. The donators really go all out and provide everything from tree to full Christmas dinner to several gifts for each member of the family. It's a really charming and heartwarming experience to see people coming together to take care of others like this. That being said, since my mother passed away, my wife and I have become a silent partner with this program, and given that we are very comfortable financially, we take responsibility for an entire family and we cover all the expenses for everything. Please do not construe this as bragging. I did this as a memorial to my amazing mother I miss every day. Anyway, we have done this for several years now, and every year we are given a family chosen by the minister's wife and an accompanying list of family members' wish lists. We tend to cover the entire list to make sure that we even get the brands they request for items/food. We then drop the items off at the church and they take responsibility to deliver the items and wrap them for us. Last year we were assigned a family, the same family we were given the last few years, and a list of rather pricey items that they would like. Oh well, 'tis the season. We purchased everything on the list, but when they were getting ready to drop things off, we were called and notified that the gentleman, brother-in-law of the minister, that usually takes care of delivering the items was very ill and unable to do it right now. Could we wait until he got better to drop them off? This was 3 days until Christmas. You know what? No problem. We asked for the address of the family and we would drop off the gifts ourselves. Red flag number 1. The minister's wife was very reluctant to give us the address. Red flag number 2. The family lives in a very wealthy area of town. Not saying that people can't be down on their luck in nice neighbourhoods, but it still stuck out as odd. Red flag number 3. We get to the home and the people that live there are not an impoverished family in need, they are relatives of the minister. These complete pieces of crap were and have been scamming my wife and I to provide the minister's wife's own family with Christmas presents and food. They actually opened their garage for us to be able to put the gifts inside, and it was clear that they were scamming many people. The garage was filled with gifts and clothes. They even bragged that people really came through for them this year as opposed to last year. I lost my crap. I exploded on them. I created the biggest scene in the neighbourhood that has probably ever occurred and made sure to tell every single nosy neighbour exactly what these monsters were doing. I then took my food donations to the local mission and the gifts to Toys for Tots. After it got out, the minister's wife is apparently no longer working for the church in any capacity and the minister is being replaced. This is, the main thing that bloody well annoys me about, the church as a construct. Because the thing is that faith in itself could actually be a very positive influence in a lot of people's lives. I have actually been following somebody who didn't really have a relationship, in their words, with God until recently, and they've actually been improving a lot mentally after discovering that relationship. So, by no means am I going to say that religion is necessarily a bad thing. However, organised religion, and especially when that religion seems to be profitable, is definitely just a recipe for disaster in my eyes. If you look at the likes of Peter Popoff and... what is the name of that one that said that there are freaking demons on jets and that crap? Kenneth Copeland, that twat. If you have a look at these televangelist twats and the way that they approach religion, they definitely treat it, as a profit first, morality later type situation. Of course, they are on a much larger scale. However, the fact that the minister's partner, was so not willing to reveal where the address was, and the fact that it was supposed to give money back to people who don't have as much, and it's going towards somebody, a family member, just using the community to get free gifts. Damn, what scum. I mean, damn, that's just, this is so bad. I mean, I'm not really that religious, however, I'm pretty sure that in the Bible it was, freaking condemned to do this crap anyway. Like, didn't Jesus just, like, outrightly condemn people that were publicly worshipping, saying, oh, you're just doing this for, you know, as basically their version of virtue signaling, like, oh, you're just doing this to look good and get money, like, we know that you're not actually doing anything remotely holy. I mean, it must be, like, really great for them to have a freaking fat trans guy lecturing them on what Jesus said. But you know what? I reckon that Jesus would have preferred to hang out with people like me than people like these losers. So yeah, people who treat religion as a business, you suck. It is something that is supposed to provide people with comfort, to help people find answers to certain big moral questions. For many people it helps them, and power to them. If you're just treating it as a way to try and, you know, make people think that they're, you know, cleansing their soul if they give you cash, then 100% screw you. So, I just had to block a number on Red's phone. It was a kid he went to school with that decided to make a group duo call/chat with every kid from school he has a number for. So, some of the people in this group are actually parents. So, the kid who made the group is pretty much demanding that everyone give him something for Christmas. He wants a toy or AirPods, but then again, $20 is good because if everyone gives him $20, then he can go buy the AirPods. I'm reading all these messages and half of the people in the group have no idea who is sending these messages because no one has this kid's number saved. We all finally figure out who it is, and one of the other mums calls the kid's mum. The mum who called the kid's mum gets back in the group and lets us all know that according to the kid's mum, we all ruined her son's Christmas. Because we won't all give her kids $20 or just buy the AirPods, her kid's Christmas is ruined. All of our kids are selfish, and we are selfish, horrible parents who don't deserve kids. All I could do is shake my head at this point. I don't even want to try and understand how someone could think that type of behaviour is okay. Boy, if this ain't a case of the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? I really wouldn't be surprised if, like, the mum actually put him up to it, as in, oh, well, if you want AirPods, why don't you ask your little friends if they could all chip in, and then that could be that you're a present from them, you know, that's the kind of vibe that I get. Especially as she seemed to very much be aware, and also was demanding as well. Also, how bloody awkward is it that, you know, half of the kids didn't even freaking know who this kid was. Imagine being like, oh hey, I want all of you to chip in for a present, and everyone's going, who are you? You're not my friend. That's, oh god, that's so awkward. I had quite a lot of cringe when I read that bit. All for sale, make an offer. Sweatshirt is extra large, t-shirt is a 2XL, shipping not included. And then there are quite a few really nice things here. Like, there's a Kindle, which is freaking neat. I do really like the Nightmare Before Christmas plushies, because, you know, I'm a fan. And some, you know, some really cute, funny dog clothing. Like, this is all really nice stuff. Now, you may be wondering, Joey, that, you know, you wouldn't just have a look at a Facebook Marketplace post that shows some nice things for sale. What kind of channel is this? And you would be right, my friend. And there's a little story as to why these things are for sale. When you have a little look at their timeline, it says, welp, I've ruined Christmas because I'm kinda upset that I didn't get a single thing I asked for. Which, wow, that tells a story and a half, but I'll leave that for the commentary. Somebody replied to the Facebook Marketplace post with, were these your Christmas presents? Yeah, but now you're gonna tell me I'm being an ungrateful child and that I should shut up and kiss my parents' feet because they still house me, yeah? And they said, honestly, I would be really hurt if I put time into buying someone something and a few hours later they were selling it online. Except they put no effort into it. They freaking asked me what I wanted for Christmas and ignored everything I told them. Yeah, but you also had to factor in budgets and stuff like that. This is stuff I didn't want and don't need. I asked for one thing for Christmas and they told me I'm already too lazy without a game system. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem very Christmassy to me. But yeah, I'm the bad guy here. Go ahead, tell me I ruined my family's Christmas. I agree, that is a rude thing to say, but retaliating by selling their presents isn't any more cheerful. Adding fire to fire doesn't help anything. Kindles are really cool too. I don't read. Why not start? Please continue telling me I should suck off my parents and change my lifestyle just to satisfy them. That's not what I'm saying. I get it's upsetting not getting something you really want, but Switches are around $300 and they really probably didn't have enough. They did have enough. They bought other crap I didn't need with the money they could have spent on something I actually wanted. Money wasn't a problem. Now, are you going to pay for my Switch, or are you just going to keep telling me that it's all my fault and that I'm a whiny baby and continue wasting time I could be spending doing literally anything else? Calling someone's gift crap is really rude. Wow, look at that hashtag unfriend button. Wow, they even said they even used a hashtag. Oh my god, how cringe. So I really wasn't surprised when they said that they don't read. Like, when I read that, I thought, yeah, this really does give me the vibes of somebody that doesn't like to read. All of this because they didn't get a Switch. All of this anger because they didn't get a Switch, right? Now, last year I actually did get a Switch. I normally, you know, I'm not rich, I'll just put it that way. I'm normally, you know, try and make ends meet with the rent here and there, you know. Kinda like most millennials. Oh, God. But my dad came into a little bit of money just before Christmas, and he used that to buy me a Switch. And it was completely unexpected. I was like just kind of staring at it in pure shock because I just really didn't think I was going to get anything expensive, let alone a Switch. Like, normally Christmases for me are always like, you know, t-shirts, books, maybe a couple of, you know, merch stuff for fan things that I'm into, maybe a plushie, you know. Never anything that expensive, and I was just so grateful, and I just kept saying how I wasn't expecting it. And it is actually something now that we all enjoy, we all play it together, which is really nice, you know. I'm glad that it's not just mine, I'm glad that it's something that we all play. So, this idea of somebody being that entitled, I just don't get it. In fact, like, something sweet, my dad told me that it reminded him, of when I was really little and I got my Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red. I was about 7 years old and I was just so happy and playing that all day, and he said that it was basically that again, but in my 27-year-old body. I just don't understand how anybody can ask for something that expensive unless you are rich and something that expensive is just normal. And to feel that entitled to get that angry about it, and the fact that she said, like, I ruined Christmas because I was upset that I didn't get what I asked for. First of all, I don't understand the concept of asking for anything. Like, you get what you get and you're happy with it. It's good enough that somebody thought to get you something, you know? So, clearly they threw a huge hissy fit and just, you know, ruined Christmas for everyone rather, because they didn't get everything they wanted. How absolutely pathetic. And what a really nasty thing to do to your parents that, you know, bought some really nice stuff. Like, those were perfectly nice gifts. That's it for the second episode of our Christmas special. I have to say, this episode ended up being quite a bit longer than I was originally planning, but there were so many choosing beggars around the holiday season. There was also a crap ton of posts that I didn't use, so I'm going to go ahead and sneak them into, you know, just the standard r/choosing beggars episodes. I really hope you folks enjoyed the episode. If you did, then let me know in the comments. If you would like to become part of the T-set, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. And I'm always open to suggestions. If you would like to hear from any other subreddit, then do let me know in the comments as well. I would love to hear your suggestions. And until then, I will see you all next time.